My name is Rafael Velazquez, and I was born in Tlaquepaque, Jalisco, Mexico. So I worked for a chain pharmacy and did that for about 11 years. And when we decided to open up the pharmacy, we really had to sit down and figure out where we were going to open it. So Merced Drug is located here in the town of Merced. It's in the Central Valley, has about 88,000 population, and it's about 70 miles west of Yosemite. And here we have a large population of Hispanic, probably 50% plus. About 25% of those don't speak English, and so we saw that there was a need to provide a service for them and for everybody else. So that was one of the main reasons we decided to open up here in Merced. And over 20 years, some customers move away, some pass away. You get to know them, it's very sad. But it's very rewarding when they are here to be able to help them. Now my family, my 3 boys work here, Chris, Brandon, and Jordan, and my wife helps me, Socorro, and I have my sister-in-law, Dina. We try to give great customer service here at Merced Drug. The community appreciates that, so we've sponsored soccer teams, baseball teams in the past. Here we're all about family. So my dad worked in the United States as a Bracero program, and then he worked from 1958 to 1966 until he was able to save up enough income. Went down to get us past the immigration, and then we came to work up here in 1966. So when we came, I was 5 years old. I only spoke Spanish. My mom only spoke Spanish, and my dad very little English. We went to a very small school. There was about 100 students, and we were the only Mexican family. And so by immersion, you had to learn the language. As I got older, I was expected to work. And then later in life, it was like, okay, now you have to make a decision. You have to either work or go to school. In high school, opportunity came to where I could work in a pharmacy downtown in Houston, the Vieira brothers. So in 1976, I got a part-time job as a stock person, helping customers, since I need both languages, interpreting for the pharmacist. So that's how I got exposed to pharmacy. So I graduated in 1979, went to Modesto Junior College for 2 years and 2 summers, just straight through, no breaks. Then Stanislaus State, and then I was fortunate enough to apply and get accepted at UCSF. So I started there in 1982, September, and then graduated in 1986. There's about 135 students. It's a 4-year program. It's all set up for you, except for some electives, and there was 2 Hispanic students, and I was one of them, and I was actually the only one that spoke Spanish. So I found out that there was a big need for minorities to be in the healthcare profession, so I was fortunate to be able to participate in that. It's a sacrifice, you go to school 7-8 years of college, but it's a rewarding afterwards. During school it's tough times, but anybody can do it as long as they apply themselves. My mom would just push me. Even though she didn't know English, she would say, "How's school?" She was very interested. She'd go to the open houses. She'd go through an interpreter, talk to the teachers. So I encourage anybody that's young, even though they say, well, my parent doesn't speak the language, that should not hold you back. You should decide on your own to make something of yourself, to better yourself. God gives us a lot of talents that we let go to waste. So you just have to apply yourself and be diligent, and that's really the message, that anybody can do it.